Now, following the defunding of different science departments and the banning of certain words by certain agencies in a huge show of political correctness, the Energy Department has now banned the use of the word climate change. Oh, for Christ's sakes, man. Politico is reporting that a supervisor at the Energy Department's International Climate Office told staff this week not to use the phrases climate change, emissions reduction, or Paris Agreement in any written memos, briefings, or other written communications, according to sources told to Politico. Employees at the Department of Energy's Office of International Climate and Clean Energy learned of the ban at a meeting on Tuesday, same day President Donald Trump signed an executive order at the EPA headquarters to reverse much of former President Barack Obama's climate regulations. Now, officials at the State Department and other DOE offices said that they have not been given a banned words list, but they had started avoiding climate-related terms in their memos and briefings, given the new administration's direction on climate change. So some are saying, no, there is a banned words list, and some are saying, not so much. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess it depends on who you talk to. But officials, officials are saying, there's a banned list, but there's not. Weird. So now what's funny is that this is the office that deals with climate change and clean energy. I mean, it's got the word climate in its name. I'm just saying. This is the department that deals with this stuff. According to Politico, the office plays a key role in U.S. participation in the clean energy ministerial and mission innovation. Now, that is two international efforts launched under Obama that were designed to advance clean energy technology. Well, now, if you can't talk about emissions reductions or climate change, well, that's going to make it a little difficult to communicate what you're trying to do in this agency. Just saying. Now, the office has regular contact with officials from foreign countries, which may have led, according to Politico, to the more aggressive action on language than in other offices, a source said. At the meeting, senior officials told staff that the words would cause a, quote, visceral reaction with Energy Secretary Rick Perry, his immediate staff, and the cadre of White House advisors at the top of the department. So let me get this straight. They're saying, don't say climate change around Rick Perry. Why? Well, you might trigger him. And if you trigger Rick Perry, he's going to need a safe space. Oh, this is hilarious. So you got to understand what this is. This is political correctness. The term was started under, like, you know where the term started? It started under Stalin. Okay, who literally made sure everyone in his government used the politically correct terms for something. I can't say something that's not politically correct. It was also used in Nazi Germany, where journalists wouldn't get a permit to print anything that was not deemed politically correct. In fact, in 1934, the New York Times, while describing the clampdown in Nazi Germany on the press, wrote, all journalists must have a permit to function, and such permits are granted only to pure Aryans whose opinions are politically correct. Even after that, they must watch their step. Well, in this case, well, I'm certainly not saying, oh, Trump's like Nazi Germany. No. I'm just saying that that's the word, that's where the phrase politically correct comes from. Okay. Well, in this case, everybody who talks about climate change can't do so because that's a politically correct term. Well, if they're in charge of this kind of, if that's their purview, doing things on clean energy and climate change, well, then how are they supposed to actually talk about it? Oh, right, they're not. That's kind of the point. So they also can't say, as I said, emissions reduction. And so what I think this is a very clear attempt at destroying any mentions about doing anything about climate change because they don't want to do anything about climate change. DOE spokeswoman denied that there had been a new directive, however, and no words or phrases have been banned for this office or anyone in the department, said spokeswoman Lindsay Geisler. Another DOE source in a different office said that although there had been no formal instructions about climate-related language in their office, there was a general sense that it's better to avoid certain hot-button terms in favor of words like jobs and infrastructure, because everybody loves jobs. Everybody loves infrastructure. Okay, that makes sense. Now, we have definitively not received anything on banned words, not even orally, the state official said, but people are doing a lot of reading into tea leaves. People are taking their own initiatives to not use certain words based on hints from transition people. Everyone is encouraged to finding different ways of talking about things. There's a sense that you better find a way to de-link from the previous administration's talking points. So this is literally political correctness. Ooh, you know, I better be careful not to say anything that might be linked to the Obama administration. Well, that sounds a lot like being PC. I'm just saying. Look, this is the administration of a president that went on and on about PC culture. PC culture, oh my God, it's destroying America. It's destroying America. Well, now that you're president, you happen to love PC culture. And you and your aides get triggered by climate change. By just mentioning the word, oh, visceral reaction. We're going to have a visceral reaction. Jesus, man. This is disgusting hypocrisy from the so-called anti-PC president. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.